Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Becky and we are doing number 3 for Make It New Again. This right here, what you're seeing is going to be the original layout. This is on my channel from sometime back in 2016, I do believe, and here's a sketch. Now, I don't have a copy of that sketch anymore. I didn't actually pin it to my Pinterest board, I don't believe. So that's your glimpse of it. I'm not putting it in any top right hand corner because I couldn't put my hands on the original of it. So we are going to be using a sketch, the one I just showed you right there. And what it is, it's kind of like a strip at the top. It's kind of like maybe a 1/3, 2/3, or 1/4, 3/4 type strip. And then it has like the strip that goes across the seam. It's basically that setup, but there is also included on it is a vertical strip with a banner and then just some embellishments. You can see right here, this is where I'm trying to decide what I want to do with my photos. I am going to end up matting them, and on this one I do this photo right here, I do make it a little crooked. I love these photos, you guys. These are photos of my son when he was little. I'm not exactly sure how much or how old he was. I would need to pull out that layout and see what I put the date on it on. Actually, I think I do write the date on his layout toward the end, so I guess I could just look at that. But yeah, I don't know exactly how old he was in this one. I am going to be calling this Rockin' Out, I do believe. Now there's that vertical strip I was talking about, and then a banner strip will go over it. When I do my new one, I do pretty much keep the same base layer, but maybe on a little bit of a larger scale. You'll see that come up in the next video that we do. So I'm going to go ahead and commit to the placement of this, and I skipped ahead, and here I am just putting it down the strip that's going to separate those two pieces. Now when I did this one, I do use this alpha right here, and like I said, here's my title, Rockin' Out, and here is the same thing I did maybe even in my last video. That was one that I was remaking. I put my title down, and you can see the strip behind it is cutting right into the center of the alphas, and that's not my favorite thing. Here is where I was using a bunch of those, not a bunch, I was using photo boxes to keep my embellishments in. I still do that from time to time, but this is when I was getting the Scraptastic Kit Club. So all of the pieces that came with that kit, I kept them all together and then, you know, put them in these little photo boxes. I would still do that probably if I still got kits, but I don't get kits anymore. I am throwing everything I think I might use up here on the page, which I still do that as well. That's a piece of my process that hasn't changed. Now I do, up here at the top, you can see I have this little banner thing going on right there that I'm touching, and I'm kind of making these embellishments go in a diagonal line down that way. In the new one, that will change. I think those are a little bit too spread out. I wasn't really making clusters per se. I was just kind of putting things down on the page pretty much. Here I am doing my attempts at making layers behind my photos. Good try, Beck. Good try. Did awesome. I also wanted to use this frame. Now I don't use it over the photo. I just kind of use it as another layering piece back behind there. So this is where I'm first kind of getting my feet wet with layering, trying to get a hang of it. And I was also using those fine line bottles at that time. I still have those and they still work. The reason I don't use the fine line bottles anymore is because my glue of choice now is the Art Glitter Glue, and it comes with a fine line tip on it. I mean, you can, so it's already in a fine line bottle, the Art Glitter Glue. But I do still have a couple of those fine line bottles that have Scotch Quick Dry, and I think one even has Aleene's tacky glue in it, and they still work fine. I haven't had an issue with those. So I'm going to go ahead and commit to my little diagonal line. Isn't that so just adorable, Becky? This little diagonal line. You hear people talk about, you know, putting things on the diagonal. And here I just made this little tiny diagonal line. That is hilarious to me. I would never in a million years do that. Also, I have rocking out on there, and then sweet is on there, and it's pretty big. It's a pretty big word. It's almost the same scale as what rocking out is. It's a little bit of a smaller scale, but still pretty big. So what's my title? Is it rocking out or is it sweet? I don't know. I'm not sure if I would do that these days or not. Look at me. I have my hot glue gun out. I'm so fancy. I am going to go ahead and take out some of these sequins. I picked the black out. Now, I do use that Scotch tacky glue to put down my sequins. And I will tell you this, the sequins, all the sequins on all the pages that I did with the Scotch tacky glue, they do pop off. So that was not really a good resolution. I now use the teeny tiny glue dots, and I know that Tracy Ranciere uses something else that she says works. I'll tell you about that next time because I don't remember what it was. All right, guys, I want to thank you so much for joining me. Come back next time and we will see how we change this up. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.